world had happened. What do we do?
Black Mountain, North Carolina should be on everyone's destination short list, but it's truly a gem for cyclists. I've never felt more welcome on the roads than I did on this ride. Most drivers would wave, everyone passed safely, and I actually had a few people give me thumbs up while I was climbing. It was amazing. I'm looking forward to a return trip so I can experience more of what this wonderful town has to offer. You can find a ride with GPS link in the description below if you'd like to follow along, or download the route if you'd like to ride it for yourself. If you do ride it, let me know your experience in the comments below. My route starts at the Mont Vista Hotel where I spent the weekend. It's a little pricey, but walkable to everything in town. This is important for us so Carolyn can explore while I'm off on my ride. The price was worth the convenience, and I would definitely stay there again. Traveling east on Highway 70 through Black Mountain, you'll enjoy the quaint Norman Rockwell charm of this small town. It's filled with cute shops and wonderful restaurants, not to mention 2 really great breweries. You'll want to make sure you take time for walking around to enjoy the area. We had lunch at Black Mountain Bistro here on the left on our first day, and it was great. As you're leaving Black Mountain, you want to be aware of the switch from Highway 70 to Old Highway 70 as you're approaching the Super 8 and Tractor Supply on the left here. If you continue straight, you'll find yourself merging onto Interstate 40. I missed it and had to turn around. Finishing the first small ascent into Ridgecrest, you'll turn right onto Mill Creek Road. Here you'll get your first taste of the scenery this ride's going to offer. When you get to a gate blocking the road, you've made it to Point Lookout Trail. I didn't realize the route went through a trail closed to motor vehicles when I mapped it. Seeing this gate caught me by surprise. I wasn't sure if the route was open or what the condition might be, but decided to risk it. After reading the signs, I didn't notice any bans on bicycles or pedestrians, so went around the gate to continue on. There were only a couple spots where the asphalt was bad, and aside from some leaves, road debris wasn't a problem. Overall, the trail was really great and offered some of the best views on the entire ride. One thing I might have done differently is to reverse the route to climb through this trail rather than descend it. It would be a heck of a climb, but with no automobiles, the experience would have been pleasant and debris would have been much less a concern. I had to ride my brakes most of the way down the trail since I didn't know the curves and what might be around each one. This wasn't the place I wanted to have an incident since I couldn't call Carolyn to come pick me up if something happened. Exiting Point Lookout Trail will put you on the outskirts of Old Fort with a short ride into town. Old Fort is another small, quaint town similar to Black Mountain. I'd actually like to spend more time here next time I'm in the area. They've got a brewery and a cycling shop, or the cycling shop might be a bar, I'm not really sure, but they definitely sound like my kind of people. Leaving Old Fort, you've got about 10 miles of rolling hills through the countryside before you get to your first major ascent of the ride. Most of this section was very familiar to me coming from Middle Tennessee. I could have been on any of my local rides and not known the difference except for the many mountains looming in the distance. Crossing Crooked Creek will start the first of 3 main ascents. I call it 3, but it's more like one big ascent with a couple short breaks. The first climb is going to be a 5.5 mile grind with an average of 4.1%. The max gradient you'll encounter will be 11.6%, so just pace yourself and it'll be fine. You're going to get a short break before the summit of this climb. It'll level out for about a mile, then resume. You haven't made it yet, but you're almost there. Once you reach the top, you've earned yourself a 1.9 mile descent at 5%. Enjoy the break. You've got a 1.4 mile climb at 4%, followed by 4 more miles of 4% with only a half-mile break between the two. It's not all bad news though. Once you get to the top, it's all downhill to the end. The final descent into Black Mountain is a lovely ride with a few hairpin switchbacks, nice asphalt, and an average of 4.5%. You can take it as fast as you dare and have a lot of fun. I saw quite a few motorcycles on this section. That's always an indicator of a beautiful twisty road. Once you get to the bottom, just continue to follow Highway 9 back into town and you've made it. Time for a recovery drink at Black Mountain Brewery. The area definitely has more great routes to offer, but I think I'll do the same ride in reverse next time I'm in town. I'd really like to experience ascending Point Lookout Trail. I'm sure it would be great. Hopefully I'll find myself back here soon, but it'll probably be next spring at the earliest since it's already getting quite cold here overnight. I had to break out my thermals for the first time on this ride. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe for more great rides and leave a comment if you have any suggestions for future destinations. We'll see you on the next ride. Take care.